now for today's The Extra Mile.
CompliancePoint is a professional services company really focused on risk management. We know for sure that people thrive when they're helping others and when they're working toward causes that matter to them. We were so excited to partner with Rainbow Village, who's based in Duluth, right near our offices. And really their goal is to end the cycle of poverty, homelessness, and domestic violence. And so they offer a whole suite of programs to the people that participate. We do at least one work day each year. We've done landscaping projects, we've renovated and rebuilt storage facilities on the campus. There are so many good organizations that are out there that need our help. Each of us can find a way to help, and we should, because it's needed and very much appreciated.
The Extra Mile is brought to you by goBeyondProfit, an initiative to inspire corporate generosity. To learn more, visit goBeyondProfit.org.